Okay, welcome everyone. I'm glad you're here. It's lovely to be practicing outdoors. And if you haven't had an opportunity to practice outdoors, I really encourage you to. There's just something about being outside and hearing the birds and having the breeze and just being in all of this nature that Qigong follows so much of. Today, we're going to go back to my roots of the 5 elements. So we're going to do a 5-element flow when we finish up today. And so I'm excited about that. I always like to go back to my roots a little bit. So we're going to be doing that. But first of all, speaking of rooting, let's get in our normal stance, our feet about shoulder width apart, our feet pointing forward. Our knees are soft. We don't want to have locked knees. Our pelvis is nice and relaxed and dropped. Our chest is open, using our shoulder blades to help open up our chest. Our chin is slightly tucked, and it's like a silver thread is pulling us up to the sky. And now I just want you to tune in to your feet. And I want you to visualize those roots growing down through your feet so that we can gather all that earth energy up through our body and that we're firmly planted and have a strong foundation from which to do our work. Tuning into your breath now, feeling your belly expand on the inhale and going toward your spine on the exhale. Tuning into your breath. And then I would like for you to tune into your body, do a nice little body scan. And notice if you have any tension or tightness somewhere. If you want to do a little movement to notice if you feel anything. And take special care with those places today. You can set an intention there to open that up, provide some relief there. And I'm going to set the intention today to be present with my practice, to tune in. And I was listening to Mimi Dreamer today. She's just put out new 8 pieces of the Silk Brocade program. And so I was listening to her, and she was taught, and I'd read this before, that when we're doing Qigong, we want to remember that this is not something where we want to go toward our limit of what we can do. And so the suggestion is this: your body and the movement feels good, to go about 2/3 of the way with that, to not push through anything and to not really overexert. Meaning that we're going to be opening up and we're going to be using our body in a more relaxed kind of way, even though we're going to be working our tendons and ligaments and muscles and things like that. It's just a more passive way of doing the things that we want to do when we're doing some of the more assertive kinds of moves. And then if you have a place that hurts, do about 1/3 of the power that your body could use so that we don't hurt ourselves. So just kind of keep that in mind today. And then my intention is to just to be present with the moves and to tune in to what my body is doing and how my mind and body are working together with that. So with that, let's now start with knocking on the door of life, opening up our spine. So we're going to knock gently on our belly and our kidney area, just knocking very gently, feeling firmly planted into the earth, feeling nice and refreshed this morning. Remembering to breathe, noticing where you're feeling this movement. And now knocking gently underneath the collarbone, activating our lung 1 and 2 points, which works with our respiratory and immune system. Remembering to breathe. And now up over the shoulder, activating the gallbladder meridian, helping us with more clear thinking. And now down to the chest area again. Remembering to breathe. And now down to our lower abdomen as we slow the movement down. And then when you're ready, just allow your arms to swing freely off your body, tuning into the sensations you feel, your feet against the ground, the air on your skin, the clothing on your skin. Just tuning in to those sensations, to your body, being present with the moment. And just take a moment now to tune into your body, to check your posture. Very good. Spinal cord breathing. Let's open up, opening that chest open, using our shoulder blades in the back to pull our arms together, all right? So inhale, and then as we exhale, we're gonna round our back, we're gonna tilt our pelvis in, we're rounding our back, feeling that opening up in the back, and then inhale and exhale. And now when you think of those inhales and exhales, when you inhale, we're inhaling all of that wonderful energy, the things that we want to have in our lives, the positive emotions, the healthy body, the developed spirit. And then when we exhale, it's more like a purge. We want to let go of anything we don't need, anything that's not serving us. Feeling that opening in the back of the spine, in the front of the spine. One more. Just relax. Tune into your body. Pulling down the heavens, inhale, gathering all that earth energy, the energy from nature, the energy from the universe, and pulling that down through our head, our heart, our body. Take a nice deep breath. We're gonna do, learned this move from Mimi Dreamer, and it's called the bicycle. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna go up on one toe. I'm gonna mirror this for you on my right toe. I'm up on my right toe, and then I'm on my left and bring my right toe or heel down. And so we're just gonna go back and forth like this. And I want you to tune into your body and notice where you feel this. What do you feel working? How's your posture? And just moving this area. And we're also activating that bubbling springs, our kidney 1 point on the bottom of our foot in between that meaty area. That's our bubbling springs. And some people, I think, call it bubbling well also. And so we're activating that kidney meridian. And that helps with bringing in peace and tranquility into our lives. So just loosening that all up. All right, and then relax. Oh, I got a sticker in the bottom of my foot. Hold on just a second. You guys take care there. Let me get this out. There's all kinds of little seedling things on the ground out here. tried to sweep it this morning, but you know, sometimes it is nature. All right, very good. All right, the next thing we're going to do is let's do a nice side stretch. We're going to put our left hand up toward the sky and our right hand down toward the earth. And I'm going to lean toward that right side, feeling the opening here from all the way from my hips all the way up. I'm going to rotate in the front and then do the opposite. Exhale on this stretch, feeling that stretch opening up. Inhale. You're also working your wrists here. Notice what's happening when you put your palms, put the this part of your palm, I can't remember the name of it. Kind of press that down a little bit to get that nice stretch. That helps with our wrists. Opening up that wrist area, helping to maybe alleviate some arthritic symptoms. Feeling that stretch opening up. Stretching. Two more on each side again. Ah, very good. Very nice. Pull down the heavens. Again, pulling all of that wonderful energy into our body, head, heart, body. All right. For our balance movement today, we're going to do the point and flex. So I'm going to mirror this for you. I'm going to move to my right leg, put my weight there. My left leg is now empty. I'm going to bring my left leg up, bend my knee, bring my left leg up. I'm going to bring my arms up. I'm going to now flex and point both my foot and my wrists. Flexing and pointing. If you need something to hold on to, just find a chair. If you need to do this seated, just go ahead and sit down. You can still move your ankles. And then we're going to circle to the left, both the wrist and the ankle. And then we're going to circle to the right. You can move your fingers if you want to, especially if you have any arthritic anything, try and really move those. You can even get your elbows involved if you want. Take a nice deep breath, lower down. Let's center, gather our breath. Very good. From what I can see, and I'm only seeing shadows pretty much today, but you look like you're doing well and it's awesome. So now we're going to weight shift to the other leg. So this leg is empty. I'm going to bring it up and flex and point. Notice too that besides the joints, you're also working on your tendons and your ligaments. We're stretching and releasing. And we're in the spring season for about to the beginning of May. And we're working specifically with, or the spring season deals with tendons and ligaments. Now we're going to go to the left as we circle. And sometimes in the spring season, those things can need a little extra care. We're with the wood element. The season is spring. The color is green, other direction. And sometimes if we're out of balance, you might sense a little more anger. That's not a healthy kind of anger. Sometimes anger can be good for us and we want to develop that, but we don't want to develop that Not so good anger. Okay, very good. Lower down. Gather your breath. Tune into your body. Notice how it's feeling. Shake it out a little bit if you need to. You guys did great. Inhaling up. And bringing all of that down. The visualization is very, very important in Qigong. Where the mind goes, the Qi follows. And we want to bring all of that good Qi in through our body. We want our bodies balanced. We want to be full of relaxation and energized. Pull down the heavens, inhaling up and exhaling down. Let's open up our neck. We can put your hands anywhere here that feels comfortable to you. You can put your hands on your back if you want. And we're going to do this later where you can grasp one wrist and just hold it and relax. Just notice the differences in the different positions of your hands and how your body responds to that. And just choose one that feels like you're getting some therapeutic benefit from whatever position you choose to take. So, ear to the shoulder, chin to the chest, ear to the other shoulder, up and around gently. Do not extend too far back. Be gentle with your neck. And just allow your neck to be soft. This is a different kind of an exercise than some of the physical fitness that we were taught when we were younger. I just remember always thinking I had to do everything really hard and fast. And if I wasn't doing it hard or fast or to the extreme, then I wasn't getting much of a workout. And we don't need to do that to get benefits. What we're learning here is what our body feels like to be relaxed, so that we use only the parts of our body that we need to do the things that we're wanting to do. Otherwise, we're stuck in fight or flight. And it's difficult to get our body relaxed. One more circle. And then we're going to go the opposite direction. Ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to the opposite, up and around. Notice if you feel any difference. I'm having a big difference changing this. I must have slept a little odd last night. Have little grandbabies sleeping with me. Although they're playing musical beds now because they ran into the other I got them part of the night anyway. But I might have slept wrong on that one side because I'm really feeling it. So what I'm going to do now is let's do one more circle. I'm going to teach you something else. I think I've shown you this a while ago. It's called falling off your pillow point. And right here in your hand, I don't know if you can see this or not, but where that dip is in between those, the first finger and the middle finger's joint, right in there, there's a dip. And so what you want to do is just kind of circle in there. And then as you're doing that, you can turn your neck. And this can kind of help open that up a little bit as you're turning this acupressure point. So I'm just going to do this for a second because I'm feeling kind of tight there in the neck that I didn't recognize. I notice I'm just using my shoulders too. I got to just use my neck. Okay, and then just switch the other hand and just make some little circles there. And see if that opens up. See if you can get your range of motion to go back a little further without straining too much. Just fall off your pillow point. Okay, good. Shake that out. Inhaling up. Bringing all that energy down. Our head, our heart, our body. All right, let's do some shoulder shrugs. Be very gentle with your body here. So we're gonna inhale and drop. Inhale and drop. All right, now bring your right foot forward. So your weight's about 80% on your right foot, 90% on your right foot. And then we're going to do sort of a weight shift even more so that it's not quite 100%. And then we're just going to roll. We're moving from our hips and our waist. We're moving our shoulder a little bit, but I want you to also try and relax that shoulder. Excuse me. This is called silk reeling. So you can visualize here a nice warm oil oozing through your shoulder, opening that up. Step back. Step forward with your other foot. Get that weight there and then do that weight shift. Allowing your shoulder to just move gently. Visualizing your shoulder now. You can send it a nice smile. Your shoulders do so much work. I know I store a lot of stress there. I think my shoulders were up to my ears for a few years after I retired even. And I mean, I still find myself having to relax my shoulders a little bit because they tend to, that tends to be where my stress goes. So I'm visualizing now that warm oil oozing through there, my shoulder being nice and relaxed, sending it a nice inner smile. Grateful for all the work our shoulders do. And to not take on other people's stuff to make it even harder on our shoulders. We don't need to carry other people's things, and I tend to like to do that too. Okay, one more and then we'll step back. Very good. Now just tune into your shoulders. Check your posture. Tune into your hands. Notice any sensations your body might feel. Sending a nice inner smile all the way down from your head, heart, through your body, to your toes, down to the earth. Inhale up, gathering, 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 and pulling it down through our body. All right. We're going to do some waist circles. And again, you can do whatever you want to with your hands. I'm trying some things out and I've noticed, and typically I do this, or there's a couple ways you can do it. You can use your thumbs to, when you circle, to press in. This feels really good. I usually go around my glutes and I might find a spot that's a little tender. And so I press in a little bit more there. You can hold your hands like this. You can do this, you can do the inverted, whatever feels good for you. But I kind of like this whole pressing a little bit here. finding spots that might need a little massage area or massage. Tuning that in. I noticed that during by my hips especially, that tends to be a little tight. And so this feels good to press gently on those points. And you don't need to move fast. If we move too fast, we lose our intention. So we want to tune into what we're doing. We want to be present with the moves. We want to tune into our body and how we're contributing to our own self-care, respecting our body, our mind, our spirit, and now go the opposite direction. Just tuning in, noticing what you feel, noticing how it makes you feel. Just relaxing. Remembering to breathe. One more circle after this one. Then relax, drop your arms. Now your arms might be a little tight because you were using you were using your thumbs. So shake that out a little bit. Okay, we'll pull down the heavens, inhaling, gathering all of that energy and filling our mind, body, and spirit. Okay, we're going to move our body like a river. A little wider stance, whatever's comfortable for you. We're going to bend our legs. We're going to have our hands above our knees. And my body is kind of like a tabletop position. And moving from my hips and my waist, I'm weight shifting here. And then it's like we're waving up our spine with our head the last to move. And we're going to bring in that water element of both strength and tranquility, of peace. And just visualizing, be a part of that river, moving along with it. Perhaps visualizing a nice little leaf or flower floating down the river with grace and ease. And now we're going to extend this move by placing our elbow on our thigh, bringing our opposite arm up and looking under, bringing it down, trying to not round the back, bringing it up. I like to inhale up and exhale down, but it doesn't matter which way you want to do that. One more on each side. Now, forward bend. Relax your neck, your hips, your knees are slightly bent. Bend your knees more to help you come up. Clasp your fingers together as you bring them up the midline, up over your head, and exhale down. Bend your knees, inhale up as we go into full body flow. And then bring your feet in, shake it out. All right, and let's just do a little shaking here. And we can do the heart sound as we shake, which is a purging. The heart sound is a purging. And so we want to get rid of any kinds of strong emotional feelings of hate, hastiness, overthinking. It's the HAA sound, ha, in a whisper. All right, slow it down. Now just hold your hands out like you're holding a chi ball. Notice any sensations you feel throughout your body. If you feel any tingling sensation, that's the chi flowing through you. Tuning in. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. All right. Let's do a chi massage and then we'll move into our flows. Tapping gently below your collarbone. Down the inside of the arm. We can go out the hands and the fingers if you want, up the hand on the outside. Repeating. One more time. Knocking gently on your chest. And then down the inside, which is the yin, up the yang. Down the yin, up the yang. Back over to the chest. Up and down the sternum. Very good, very good. You guys look great. I can see you a little better now. All right, now hands back over to the kidneys. I have open hands here. And then going down the outside, the yang. Over the tops of the foot, up the inside, the yin. Back over to my kidneys and down. Over the foot and up. One more time. Down. And up. And then right here where your legs meet, let's just do a little knocking there. And then I like to knock over here on my hips, my glutes. Very good. Shake it out. And let's inhale up and exhale down. We're going to start with the lung element, or excuse me, the metal element, which is our lungs. We're going to do Buddha holds up the earth. And so this is going to activate our lung meridian. We're going to inhale up. And exhale down. You don't need to clasp your hands together. I was doing another move. Inhale up. Now point your palms to the sky, filling it with all of that lovely energy. I'm feeling the sun on my hands. I'm looking at the beautiful blue sky and the leaves that are just coming out. And I'm going to pull all that lovely energy down into my head, my heart, my body. I'm going to gather up all that lovely earth energy up my body, gathering all of that other energy from the universe, from nature, and pulling it down. Now just get into the moving meditation of this. Maybe give yourself a nice little inner smile. Visualize all of this wonderful energy from the earth, from nature, from the universe, filling you up and taking what you don't need and composting it to create new energy. Visualize us all pulling up that earth energy together and gathering all of that universal energy together. While we may not physically be here, we are connected energetically. Strengthening us, connecting us. From here, we're going to move to the water element and we're going to do the fountain. So we're going to hinge just slightly forward, bending our knees. And we're going to inhale up the backs of the hands together. And then they open up like we're making that beautiful spray of the fountain. My arms are nice and relaxed. If you have shoulder issues, just go this far. You don't need to raise your hands up. If you need to sit down, many of these movements can be done seated. Some of them even lying down. Inhaling and exhaling, visualizing the water from the fountain just coming up and spraying beautifully. Maybe creating some beautiful rainbows in the sunlight. Filling us up with peace and tranquility. Strengthening our kidneys. And now just get into the movement. One more. From here, we're going to move to the wood element. We're going to move to tree swaying. So we're going to turn our body. We're going to point our fingers in toward our lower dantian. I'm going to turn to the left. I'm going to bring my pointed fingers up my midline to my crown. I'm going to turn back to the center and I'm going to open up that tree's canopy. Now I'm going to turn to the right. I'm going to bring my arms up my midline. I'm going to slowly turn back to center and open up that tree's canopy. So visualize one of your favorite trees and embody what the tree represents: strength, rootedness, protection. It provides habitat for many. The wood element is the season we're in now. So the positive emotions associated with the wood element are generosity, creativity, kindness. Fill your body with those attributes, letting go of any excess anger that's not serving you, or frustrations or stress. One more on each side. From here, we'll go into cloudy hands, which is associated with the fire element in our heart. My left hand over my heart, my right hand just very relaxed but open underneath my left hand. I'm going to weight shift to my right, or excuse me, left. I'm mirroring it for you, and I'm going to turn back toward my left. When I get back, I'm going to lower my left hand, and I'm going to bring my right hand to my chest and weight shift over there, and then turn that direction. Switch arms, weight shift, and turn. So I want you to just visualize being in the clouds. What might you see? How can you relax even more? How are your wrists? Your elbows up, but can it be dropped a little bit? Feeling for your shoulders. Can you relax those even more? Feeling the strength in your legs so that you can relax these other parts of your body. The movement being directed from your hips and your waist. And now just get into the peacefulness of this move. Awesome. You guys look great. One more round after this. Coming back to center. From here, we're going to move into Pebble in the pond. This is the earth element. So think of balance and openness and bringing that into your life. The movement is that we're going to put our hands flat down, and the visualization is like we're moving our hands over a pond as we hinge a little bit forward. And then we're bringing our hands back into our lower dantian. So let's first of all send out with purging a little bit. So send out any negative energy that we don't need anymore, that's no longer serving us, and bring in all that wonderful positive energy into our lower dantian. So sending that out into ripples as it ripples away. And bring in the positive to your lower dantian where it's stored. And now we're going to shift our intention. And we're going to shift our intention now to sending out positive light, sending out positive energy to the world, to our neighbors, to our friends, to everybody here in our group. And we're going to send it all out and inhale all that positive energy back into our body. So sending out well-being, sending out happiness, bringing it back into us, sending out peace and tranquility, and bringing that back into us. Sending out compassion and balance. Love and kindness. Let's send out well wishes to everyone in this group and to the world. Bringing it back into our belly. Hands over our belly. Feet together. And let's do two sets of centering, or let's do 3 sets of centering. Inhaling up coming down, inhaling up, coming down the center, visualizing your body being balanced, your mind centered, your emotions in harmony with your highest good. And I can't remember what this is, so we're going to just do one more on each side. And now just put your hands over your lower abdomen. As we stand in bamboo in the wind, your knees are slightly bent. Your body might rock and sway a little bit like bamboo in the wind. Your feet are firmly planted into the earth, keeping you strong and steady, and yet flexible and adaptable and resilient. Give yourself a nice inner smile now, and then do a body scan, smiling to all your body, being grateful for all your body does. And I'd like to send gratitude to our healthcare workers, our service providers, our essential workers, for all of those people working in issues of social justice, who work toward making our world a safer place, a more loving place, a more accepting place. Much gratitude for all of those that send that light out, that do that work. And sending all the benefits that we receive, the goodness with all beings, so that all beings can be happy and healthy and free from suffering. Sending gratitude for you for being here today, for connecting with us. If you're not here with us, for connecting with us on the video. Feeling ourselves strengthened with the community that we've built, our connection to one another. Take a nice deep breath. Shay.